Welcome welcome all to another edition of Racing in the TCR Sprint Car Series. My name is Davis Warren, and we are live at the Kokomo Speedway in Kokomo, Indiana, for race number 5 or 4. I don't know. Some race of this 2023 Summer Series. Getting ready for racing here for our first heat. So we are waiting on everyone. We are still in qualifying right now, but good to have you with us. If you're here, let me know. It is just myself tonight in the broadcast, as Zach Smith and Mitchell Riggs could not be here, so just me. But honestly, that kind of fits the ratio of cars here. We've got 4 cars now. Some kind of interesting happening tonight. So, I'm sure a lot of you dirt racers are aware of of Kokomo Speedway. It's a extremely short track as we're getting ready for our first heat, and we've got 4 cars here, and the field is actually kind of split up tonight a little bit. We've again got 4 cars, but weirdly enough, kind of not really classes, but 2 different cars out here. We've actually got some 360 sprint cars in this field, as well as some 410s. So it ended up being half and half. So that's it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this plays with this super short racetrack. Are you going to go for the 410 horsepower to get that top end speed, or do you want to try to take that 360 horsepower and maybe help your handling in the corners? As it is handling is pretty critical here, but we will see what happens here. We will go through the lineup here. So on the pole for this heat, and it will just be one heat tonight, it is Matthew Grimm for We Will Be Racing in a 410. Next to him on the front row, is not the pace car. It is Trent Curtis in a 360. Behind him is Lockie Phillips in a 410 for We Will Be Racing, and Chandler Carroll in a 360 as well. So very evenly split. We Will Be Racing cars both running the 410s. Those guys are pros, so they decided to use that experience of theirs and say, hey, let's take some horsepower and we'll wheel these things. Where this Chandler and Trent said, hey, you know what? Let's take a gamble here, see what happens with some lower horsepower, see if we can maybe make up some corner speed. So we will wait for the green flag here. Again, if you happen to be here, let us know. We'll give you a shout. Cars rolling off for the heat. We're going to check something real quick. Give me just a quick second. All right. We've got 8 laps of racing action in this heat here. Looks like the pace car is off. As we are ready for racing. Green flag at Kokomo. We'll be racing in those 410 cars. Got a huge lead. You can see how much they're struggling in the corners with how much power they've got, but they're making it work. So shouldn't say struggling too much. As Lockie Phillips goes way high there and tries to get a little bit of a run. He's really trying to make that top end work. Halfway in this heat. Oh, as I think Lockie got into the fence a little bit, but he is okay. Matt Grimm making it way sideways into these corners. As here comes Lockie Phillips. Oh, it hits the wall. I'm not sure it's going to matter a whole lot. He is still digging. White flag, 1 to go. We'll see what Lockie can do. Big slider in the final corner. Not going to be enough. Matt Grimm's going to win the heat. Matt Grimm, the winner. Lockie Phillips, second. Trent Curtis, third. And not the pace car, but Chandler Carroll in fourth. So we've got a quick warm-up here. Not sure if we'll completely take it. But we will just go ahead and step aside here for a second until we're ready for some feature racing. We'll be right back. All right, we are back for some feature racing. As you can see my ribbons there, that's no good. All right, Sorry about that. We are still not very professional. That is okay. So, the lineup has changed a little from the lineup of the first race. Matt Grimm first, Lockie Phillips second, Trent Curtis third, and Chandler Carroll, the cheese man himself, in fourth. As green flag in the air, we are racing in the feature for 35 laps. As Lockie Phillips, in the wall again. I'm not sure he wanted to do it that early. More contact. Golly, I can't focus on him. As Chandler Carroll has moved up to third. Big battle for the third position. As here comes Trent Curtis throwing a slider, a little 360 battle here. Big time battle. Chandler really making the top work, which is tricky to do here. This is a top you really got to know how to run. And it looks like Chandler's been doing well with it, but gets passed for the position. Trent to third. Lockie Phillips still second. Matt Grimm to the lead as they are really heating up here for that top spot. As you can just see the difference between these two driving style. You see Matt Grimm just gets so sideways into that corner. And Lockie Phillips keeps it straight and wide up top. Looks like Matt Grimm's got it figured out so far. As you see Lockie Phillips maybe trying to, mimic that line of Matt Grimm's. Try to chase him down. Trent Curtis, league owner in third. Chandler Carroll, great top five run for the cheese man tonight. He's doing so well. As the battle is still heating up here. Take a look at the shot and just see how small this racetrack really is. Again, I believe still a host of a very major midget race after the Indianapolis 500 every year. And to be honest with you, I don't know what it is called. But big battle for the lead shaping up here is Lockie Phillips on the outside, really trying to make it work here. Side by side for the race lead. Lockie Phillips is going to take it. New leader of 17 as he just keeps tearing that wall down. God, we don't care about the daggone pace car. Coming up on halfway into this feature. As looks like the top is really coming in here. Matt Grimm, I believe, just clipped those tires on the bottom of the racetrack to, distinguish the racing groove and the infield. He just clipped them. Asked him a couple weeks ago at I forget where that was. Maybe was it Lucas Oil? Or yeah, it was Lucas Oil Speedway, I think. Where we asked how tough it was to clip those tires. He said it was a big concern, but he did it here as Lockie Phillips still leading this race. Chandler Carroll sideways. That was bad, but everyone keeps it straight. It's 15 to go here. 14 now. Big battle for the lead. Still shaping up. Matt Grimm is not done yet. You see how much the track is really rubbering up here. It's like the top side really has come in here. Cushion has been developed. As Matt Grimm really tried to make it work. He's running that Locky line with being into the wall. Caution on the speedway. Chandler Carroll. Let's take a look. Just gets sideways off the corner. You know, honestly, that's about as sideways as he got last time, and that wasn't a caution. So that's a weird one. But I think Chandler's okay. And we'll get back to racing here soon. One to green here as Trent Curtis is somehow in second. What? Am I missing something here? Did Matt Grimm get a EOL? We'll see as we are green again in Kokomo. 9 laps to go. Trent Curtis is really trying to make it work. He couldn't do it that time there. He is really trying to make that bottom work with that 360 engine. I think these 360 cars. Oh, Matt Grimm. Big time into the wall. Oh, no. Even more so. That's a tough break. Is he coming to pit road? Yes, he's into the pits. Matt Grimm out of this race. Unbelievable. The pole sitter, the heat winner, done for the night. As it becomes a pretty much the Locky Phillips show here. 3 to go. Looks like all he's got to do is just hang on for just a couple more laps. Just do his thing. Caution. Potentially once again for Chandler. As we'll see what happens. Loose off the corner. That's all there is to it. Wow. Unbelievable. As it's Matt Grimm's 2 laps down here. Maybe he'll get his laps back. Not 100% sure. As it is looking like it's going to be a green-white checker here to round out this this event. So, is Locky Phillips going to hang on? Is Trent going to make a wild move here? Is Chandler going to make something happen? We'll find out here as we are green with 2 laps to go. Trent made a bonsai move on that restart. Don't think it's going to be enough. Locky Phillips takes the white flag. 1 lap to go at Kokomo. As contact in the back from somebody. Not sure who, but think it's all over now as Locky Phillips wins at Kokomo. Yet another win for the Wheelby Racing team this season. Trent Curtis second, and Chandler Carroll his first ever podium in the third spot. So, well, it was tough to see who was going to benefit between the 360s and the 410s. I guess obviously the 410s were a little faster, but it ended up being kind of a split show there a little bit. So we'll let's talk to some guys. Not 100% sure that we'll see our winner here. We'll try, but let's talk to Chandler.
Winner when more people decide to show up. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Dude, tell me about that run.
It was tough.
How?
Oh, because I was just not doing well.
Well, look, man, you had a good run. I mean, you mentioned the track's super tough. It looked tight out there. I mean, how tight was it?
For me, it was so much that it kept on kicking right after I get onto the front stretch, and it was only the front stretch that it was struggling like that. But it was kind of goofy that I didn't really spin the car around, but it kept throwing a caution out for me. And Trent was saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, the sim's just like overreacting. Because one of the times I slowed down because I saw the leaders coming up behind, and I was like, I'm not gonna do something stupid and wreck one of them. So I went low, and then it was like throwing out the caution, which is goofy. But oh well, what can you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, we saw it. You kind of got loose there quite a bit off the corner there. I mean, was it just what exactly was happening there? Just you mentioned being sideways, but like what what was that?
I mean, for me, I think I was more. I rolled the 360 chassis today, and we obviously usually run the 410, so I was expecting the right rear to kick out a lot more and be like pushy, and instead this one was like super grippy. So I get on the gas and it would just jump to the right. So, I'm still learning this car. It's just for fun.
Well, listen, we're glad you're here. So,
Yeah.
good run here. Anybody you want to thank for your performance tonight?
I want to thank my fiance Coda for watching Cooper, so I could do this tonight.
Thank you, Circuit of the Americas, for doing that. We appreciate it.
There's nothing like Circuit of the Americas. They're a great babysitting facility. Fun little fact.
You just let them go, just run around. They have some fun.
It's like their own little heaven out there.
That's right. Good run, Chandler. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See you later, buddy.
That's Chandler Carroll for on his third place finish here. We will talk to second place finisher and league owner Trent Curtis. Trent, good second place run tonight. Is this a career best for you?
In the series, no. I've won my own races before, but since we've had the big explosion of car counts, yeah, it's the best I finished since it was just me and Matt running against each other.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, it was you in that 360 versus the 410s tonight. You gave him a little run, shots of action at a couple points. What was it like there?
It was more stable, which is what I was really aiming for. I think if the track had been a little slicker and I had done a better job on preparing the gear for the car, probably would have been a little more competitive. But I mean, when you're facing Lockie and Matt, two very high caliber drivers that we're lucky to have in this series. When you're facing guys like that, it's going to be hard to beat them just straight up. And I tried, create a little something. And the car was stable. It was good. It was stable. It just wasn't very fast. But, that it was something I was trying for the winter, seeing how it go. And I think I got my results from what I needed today.
Well, listen, it was fun to talk about, especially on this short of a track. And you mentioned Lockie and Matt, running up front that whole night. What was it? What was going through your mind when you saw the 91, hit the wall all those times and exit the track?
The biggest thing I was worried about was that it was a caution. Being the race director, a lot of times with the dirt stuff, as you could, I don't know if you could see on the broadcast, but like Chandler spinning a couple times and coming to a slow halt, triggered a caution. At some places, I'm sure if you have anybody who's familiar with the asphalt side, a lot of places are like Homestead, where if you spin out or someone's stopped in the track, it won't throw the caution. So I was worried when I first saw him hit the wall. I was worried, did something happen? Am I going to need to throw a caution? because that's just race director side of me. And then once I saw I pulled off, I was bummed, but I was like, well, I'll get a second out of it, so not all bad.
Absolutely. Well, great run tonight. Anybody you need to thank for this performance?
Um, like to thank. I don't get really a chance to thank a lot of people. For the kart side, I haven't been running that well, so I'll give a shout out to Performance Manufacturing Slack Karts. If you're looking for a dirt oval kart to go race on, go to pmckart.com. Check out the brand new Slack Pursuit for 2023. On the car, I have Lane's Yamaha, a low time sprint car. Um, it's a Yamaha dealership in Watkins Glen, Buffalo Transformer Services, which is my dad's business. And I don't think too many people are in the need for electrical transformers, but if you are and you're watching this broadcast, contact Buffalo Transformer Services for all your transformer needs. And like thank you, Davis, for broadcasting these races. I know the car count has been great this summer, but I'm hoping this winter we bounce back. We got 2 more races. Hopefully, we get some more racers for it.
Yeah. Hey, we're having fun. It's all that matters. You never know who's watching. So, good deal. Well, good run, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Yeah, I should be here next week.
Me too. We'll see. All right. And that's Trent Curtis. Let's bring in our winner, Lockie Phillips. Lockie Phillips, my man. Big win here. Tell me about that battle throughout the night with Matt Graham, your teammate.
Yeah, it was a great battle. I wasn't sure that we're gonna have a great battle there for a bit. The car was tight, and understeery, so yeah, just had to just commit to a line and stick to it. And what I was doing was I was hearing my spotter reading my laps out, so I was just a little bit quicker than Matt. So I knew if I just stuck to where I was running, which was sort of just car length off the top, eventually would have got Matt, but. He was struggling with his car all night with tight and understeer, and he just hit the wall and crashed out. But yeah,
Yeah, it'll understeer a lot when you hit that wall, probably as much as at least you did. You know, you hit it a lot, but I mean, it looked like it didn't really affect you a whole lot. How did that affect everything? Did it affect like your line, how you ran? I mean, what all was came from that?
it affected the groove really. You had to after you hit the wall, you just got to recover and get back off of it and try and get that line back. I hit it a couple times, but I didn't think I hit it that much. But it was just a set really. Just would push you into the wall up on the back straight, or it would a bit weird going in as well. To turn free. That's why I sort of found a line, couple car lengths off the top in 3 and 4, which was much better in the marbles. So yeah,
Yeah, very wide racetrack here. Looks like it was a bit. The line just kept changing a lot, and one more thing here. How difficult is particularly that top line? We hear a lot about how you really kind of got to know this top line here at Kokomo to run it well. How well do you know it?
well enough to not put it in the wall and absolutely bin myself, but it's just throttle control and knowing when to turn and stuff like that, and how much throttle to put back on when you come out of the corner. Because if I put too much throttle on, I would have just buzzed it up and hit the wall, and it would snap as well. So just and then turn 3, I tried it a couple times. Turn 3 and 4, I tried it a couple times running the top, but it just didn't feel as comfortable as 1 and 2. So that's why I found that line, couple car lengths off the bottom or off the top in the marbles there, and that felt way more comfortable and way more quicker too. So yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, awesome run once again tonight. Still one of 3 guys to win a race in this series over the past couple seasons. Anybody you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Yeah, just like to thank Matt in Discord. Bad luck to him tonight. Could have been up on the podium with me like last week. But yeah, I'd like to thank all the boys back at Woby Racing and all our teammates, all my teammates, and Speed Factory, LCJ Carpentry, Stingray Rock Tools, Australia, Colours and Computers, King Race Designs, and Trent and you for what you do here at TCR.
Absolutely, man. Hey, it's always a lot of fun. So good job tonight. We'll see you next week.
See you, mate.
Lockie Phillips, the winner tonight at the Kokomo Speedway. So great night of racing here. And by the way, I did just look at the chat. I know I told y'all to, put in the chat if you were here. Obviously, I missed Mr. Dirt Racing 12Z. Rooting for the cheese man himself, old cheese boy. Brought home a great run tonight. So thank you, Mr. Dirt Racing 12Z. Really do appreciate the input here. So, well, that'll do it for us tonight. Thanks for watching Grease Vision. Next race will be, I don't know, somewhere. I never know the next race. So sorry about that. But again, thank y'all for watching. Really do appreciate it, and we will catch you next time.